to say no. You won't have time to think that you can't do it. The only time you will have is to act, to take the leap of faith and believe that everything is going to be all right.
Somewhere deep inside, you know what kind of person you were designed to be. What kind of seed is in you? I believe part of our responsibility in life is to find out who we are, to discover ourselves. First off, we need to respect our nature. We need to realize we are part of a continuing chain that carries a legacy of
I think it's the self-confidence. If you believe in what you do, keep doing it. I mean, when I was young, I had a lot of people telling me you have to adjust to the other ones. You have to be like the other ones. I was listening, but I wasn't always following. I dragged it in, how do you say, I was listening, but I did my own thing. I kept doing my own thing, and I believed in myself. It was like the question there, like, they judge you even before you come, and they don't even know you. And that was outside the pitch and inside the pitch. But I kept going. I kept going, and it brought me to where I am today. Confidence and believe in what you do. That is the great target. If they can do it, I can do it. And that's the mentality. If somebody else can do it, you can do it. And I said to myself, I will do it and I will do it better. I try to, when I do something,
better. And then I want to in such ways that the rest of the world says, well, that's cool. If he or she can do it, I could probably do it. I wonder how they did it. And then we start spreading that and ripping it worldwide. Ask yourself every day, how would the person I
Some decisions are major decisions. And also there are a lot of small decisions that they tax our minds. They drain our energy. They create a lot of anxiety and nervousness because we don't take care of it. We decide not to decide, which is a decision. Deciding to decide, to act, is a major
It's going to cost you some time. It's going to cost you some energy. It's going to cost you some sacrifice. It's going to cost you some resources. It's going to cost you some hours of your life laying down, paying the price, going the extra mile, doing what other people are not willing to do. Greatness is not cheap. Greatness always costs more. That's why there's not many people who achieve greatness. They're not willing to pay the price. And God says the ones that I can trust greatness with in the great house are the ones who will purge themselves cleanse themselves, set themselves aside and say, God, I want to be great for you. I want you to touch my life with your grace, and I want to see greatness break forth in my life for the glory of thy kingdom.
You could spend your whole life imagining ghosts, worrying about the pathway to the future, but all there will ever be is what's happening here. And the decisions we make in this moment, which are based in either love or fear.
But it's not too late for me to get my package back.
If you want something out of life, if you want to change yourself, if you want to acquire something, if there's some goal that you want to reach, that is really not easy as some people will make us feel. Living your dream, changing your behaviors, overcoming negative habits, it's challenging. It's hard. That living alone is just very difficult. And once we begin to come to grips with the fact that living is difficult, always something. You will never ever have a problem-free moment in life. How do we begin to
Our
nurture that
mothership
hunger?
has
What are the
appeared.
characteristics or the qualities of people that are hungry? What will it take for me to get some of the things that I want? Being hungry for those things. Number one, you've got to work on yourself. It's very important that you engage in an ongoing process to develop you. Spend more time on yourself than what you've been spending. It's very important you owe that to yourself. Many of us never realize our greatness because we become sidetracked by secondary actions. We spread ourselves thin, don't know how to say no, and we find ourselves doing all kinds of things and never ever have time to do those things that we need to do to work on ourselves. That goes another second. That goes another second. And you can't stop this whole time. You're waking up one day and you're behind in your dreams and your bills. Decide that you're going to take some time to work on it, that you deserve that from yourself, that you deserves some prime time, because you are creating your own production. You are the star of your show. You are the director. You're writing the script. Determine whether your life is a smashed office hit or flop. Working on yourself, talking to yourself. That's so very important. Overcoming the negative conversation, that inner dialogue is going on all the time, all the time. Even if you don't want it to be there, you can't stop yourself right now. You can't do it. It's going on. So learning how to empower yourself, how to bring back and standing up for yourself. You got to stand up inside yourself. You get scared sometimes. Your mind will go blank on you. Some people you will allow to unnerve you. You wonder, what's wrong with me? I'm not crazy. That's why you've got to learn to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to stand up inside yourself. to your level of belief, it will manifest itself in what you're doing. Whatever we have right now, whatever we're demonstrating in our lives, is a result of what we believe subconsciously that we deserve. Increasing that belief level is you got to convince yourself every day. To focus on you. And as you convince you, as you sell yourself every day, you will begin to see a difference in the things that you're doing. Selling yourself on your ability to perform a job, to achieve a certain objective. Telling yourself every day, I got what it takes. This is my day. It takes courage to act. Part of being hungry when you've been defeated, it takes courage to start over again. When you step into your fears, somebody said, it was Winston Churchill, he said that courage is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. It will enable you to transcend yourself. When you have something you want to do, if you don't develop the courage to do that which is given you to do, you spend a lot of time trying to convince other people or trying to get their approval. What will happen is that you will lose your nerve. That what you're doing doesn't have any value, and you'll give up on your life. If you don't have the courage to act, sometimes if you have something special to do, life will move on you. There are some things that I wanted to do, but I didn't have the courage to act on those things. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, do it with everything that you have. Develop the habit of giving more than what you're paid for. Do not go where the path may lead, but go where there's no path and leave a trail. If there's something that you want to do, you can't do it all at one time, do just a little bit of it. And say that where I am, I'm going to do the best I can with what I got, because that is an expression of who I am. If you get into the habit of just being mediocre, it will become a part of your consciousness. If you get in the habit of giving less than what you have within you to give, it will begin to reflect itself in your personality. It will begin to damage you psychologically. You've got to develop a sense of urgency. Ask your question. How much time do you have left? How much time do you have left? When you start thinking about that, we don't know. of us don't use the stuff that we have brought into the universe. And we want to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to start living life with a sense of urgency and using what we've got. It doesn't matter how you get knocked down, because that's going to happen. All that matters is what you got to do. Why don't you decide now that you're going to expand your world? That if other people can learn, you can learn too. Well, it's hard for me. Have you been and sit in a class here? Have you signed up yet? No, I haven't. See, a lot of people say no, ladies and gentlemen, to things, and they don't even know what they're saying no to. Challenge themselves. He hasn't even gone to sit into a class and say, teach me how to read. Instead, it's been easier for him to go where he thinks. Trying to play a whole card game pretending he knows how to do something that he doesn't know how to do. And you know what? Most of us go through life like that. Most of us go through life pretending that we're satisfied where we are, pretending that everything is okay, pretending that we don't have any special goals, ambitions, or desires, when really deep down inside we really want one. But if you look at our behavior, judge based upon what we do. And really judging some true stories about people, because you have to judge and see about the truth there, not the truth that it talks about. A lot of people pretend that they want more out of life, but all you have to do is watch their actions. The proof is in the pudding. If you want to do something, if you thought about something you want to do, take it head on. Decide that you're going to start looking at it, start doing research on it, start tackling it, start becoming involved in whatever and wherever it might lead you to begin to explore the possibilities of that particular thing that you're seeking. So that you can begin to learn all you can about it. Decide that you're going to face it, that whatever shortcomings you have, that you're going to strengthen yourself there. Whatever training that's required, that you're going to go get that training. That you're going to get started right now. Do what you can, where you are with what you have, and never be satisfied. Don't get satisfied with yourself. Always know that wherever you are, you can enjoy more, that you deserve more. Most people, you know what they do? Most people go through life quietly and safely, tiptoeing to early grave. Find out what it is you want and go after it as if your life depends on it. Wow. Love you back. People that have found their passion, people that found the things that they love, people that have found the things that they can pour their lives into. Decide to do it now. Decide whatever you want to do, that you are now going to become actively involved right now, exploring the possibilities for you. able to look at it and do just a little bit of it. Right now, when I decided to become a speaker, I didn't just quit my job and just ran out and say, I'm a motivational speaker. No. What I did was, I decided to start looking at other people that were involved in the speaking profession. I volunteered to work with some speakers so that I could learn.
Write the vision. What I'm asking you to do is write the vision and make it plain, because when you know what you want, because if you don't know what you want and you're watching me, nothing else matters. What do you want?
You've got to live what's in your life is just too short and unpredictable.
When you're not clear on what you want, like you get up whenever you feel like it, you don't have no drive, you don't have no passion. But when you know what you want, you watch me wake up at 3 because I know what I want.
There are a lot of people who were here yesterday that they're not here today. There are a lot of opportunities that were around yesterday. They're not here today.
So what do you want? Do you want to retire? Do you want to spend more time with your family? I don't know. What is it? Do you want a better job? Do you want a promotion? Do you want to be an artist? Do you want to be an engineer? I don't know, but I want you to start the year off. So when people ask me, where your passion come from? Where your drive come from? I know what I want.
Whatever you want to do, get your feet wet. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in your abilities. You've got to believe in your service, your company, your ideas. Unquestionably, you must have faith. It's hard. Yes, it's hard. It's difficult. Yes, right. And it's worth it.
It's an urge. Truth be told, every champion has felt it. Every president has felt it. Every king has felt it. Every lion has felt it. Every winner has felt it. Every soldier has felt it. Every victorious person has felt it. The urge to win. Don't you give up on your dream. I don't care if you don't have the money, you don't have the help, and you don't have the family for it, and you don't have the background for it, and you don't have the friends for it. Don't you give up on your dream. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. It may take you twice as long. You may have to take courses and classes. You might not read as fast. You might not move as quick. You might not have as much. But don't you quit. Don't you quit. Don't you quit. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. As weak as you are, as tired as you are, as many mistakes as you made, you do make a difference. There is something they would lose if you were not there. There was something that they would miss if you were not there. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. Keep hopping. It's for people that are trying to hop their way back home. Come hell or high water, doing the best they can with what they got. That's who we are, doing the best we can with what we got. And we may not break any ribbons and we may not get any trophies, but if we can learn how to hang on in there, we'll be all right. I will not lie to you, I feel like going on. But I have seen days I did not want to get out of bed, didn't want to put on clothes, and didn't even feel like brushing my teeth. I've seen days so dark that I just wanted to keep driving, and I didn't even care where I ended up or what you called me. They came, and they passed, and they came to pass. I kept the faith. I kept it. I lost a lot of stuff. I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of strength. I lost a lot of courage. I lost a lot of time. I lost a lot of money, but I kept down on my knees. I was still believing. Broke, I was believing. Lonely, I was believing. Betrayed, I was. If you lose a job, keep the faith. If you lose a spouse, keep the faith. If you bury your child, keep the faith. If you have to downsize, keep the faith. If you have to move in with your mama, keep the faith. If you're at your wit's end, keep the faith. If you have to catch the bus, keep the faith. If you have to dub, keep the faith. If you get sick, keep the faith. If you lose your kidneys, keep the faith. If you got heart trouble, keep the faith. You might not get a new heart, but you gotta keep your faith.